Hello and welcome to Steve's Media. This is the big return for the show. It's been a couple of months since I last done an update, so I just wanted to check in with my big Christmas haul. The reason I haven't posted a video since my Halloween update, pretty much a few personal issues around the home and some work-related stuff. I've actually been putting in a lot of hours in work, so I haven't really had the time to record. But I'm back now, so let's get to it and on with the update. Now the first three titles I'm going to show you. I'm going to start with the DVDs and Blu-rays that I've got. And the first three titles are actually where I picked up in the run-up to Christmas, as one of the things I wanted to do was watch a lot more Christmas related stuff on the similar lines of my Halloween viewings during October. So I picked up three titles as I went on, and this is what I picked up. First title I got off eBay. They're cheap. It's pretty short Christmas special. It only runs about 22 minutes, but it's a character I've grew up watching, and that is Bugs Bunny's Looney Christmas Tales. As I said, it's just a 22-minute special, and all it basically is a bunch of Looney Tunes shorts with a wraparound story starring Bugs and the rest of the Looney Tune characters. It was okay viewing, not something to rewatch regularly, but it is decent for what it is. The second of the titles picked up, wasn't expecting to see. I've never seen it around when I've done a media hunt, but I was browsing in a 99p shop, or dollar stores if you're American, and I've seen this in a little display box, and I've heard about the reputation of this film. It's really cheesy, really corny, but for £1 I thought I'd pick it up, and that was Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. This is a B movie from, I believe, the late 50s, early 60s, something like that. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. I did, in fact, I actually picked up 3 copies of this. I actually sold 2 on eBay. But I picked this up. I've heard about the film, I've heard it's a bit cheesy, but I wanted to check it out. I didn't really get a chance to this year. I probably will as part of next year's viewing. So yeah, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. If you're in the UK, I believe it was 99p stores that sold this. I don't know if they'll have any copies left now with being after Christmas, but if you can find it, definitely worth picking up. And the last title, again, another eBay purchase, and this is a show that I did used to enjoy when I was a kid, watching on, when it was on BBC and Cartoon Network, places like that. And I do like the story of it. It's a new twist on an old tale, and that is the Flintstones Christmas Carol. Uh, it's a 69-minute special. Modern. It's the more modern style animation of the Flintstones. Uh, Basic premise is Fred is um, starring as Ebenezer Scrooge in the Bedrock Bedrock production of Christmas Carol, and he gets so wrapped up in being in the role that he neglects a lot of stuff. He leaves his present buying for Wilma and Pebbles to last minute. Actually, at one point, leaves Pebbles in a daycare by accident because he's so caught up. But it's a good special, highly enjoyable. It's got the old Flintstones humour if you've ever watched an episode of the show. As a bonus, it does come with a classic Flintstones episode in which Fred actually plays the role of Santa in the local department store. So I think I paid something like £1.50 for this, which is an absolute steal. If you're a Flintstones fan and you love Christmas films, definitely worth picking up. Now onto what I actually got for Christmas itself. And the first three titles here are actually off my sister. The first one is a DVD, and it's a show I'm a big fan of. It's a show that I've collected season sets for every season of this show, and I had this on my wish list as I did want this when I saw it was coming out soon, and that is season 15 of Family Guy. I've actually already worked my way through this. It took me 2 nights to get through the entire season set. It's 18 episodes long and includes, as the first episode of the set, the crossover episode with The Simpsons, which is actually very enjoyable if you're a fan of both shows. Special features, deleted scenes, audio commentaries, a full episode animatic on one episode, making of the Simpsons episode, and 2 little compilations are based around Stewie and Brian, which will go for a little laugh. So yeah, Family Guy, season 15 of One Titled Collection. The next 2 are Blu-rays. The first one, I've been wanting to pick up this set for a while, as I grew up watching these films, and I watched the most recent one this past summer and absolutely enjoyed it, and that is the Jurassic Park collection. And this is a brilliant set. It comes in a digibook, which I'm a little bit unsure about because the way the discs are put into sleeves, but it is a good set. You've got Jurassic Park there, actually comes with the 3D version as well, which is a good touch. You got The Lost World Jurassic Park 2, I can get that on screen. Lost World Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3, and then there's 2 slots in the back for Jurassic World, which is very enjoyable. If you're a fan of the films and you enjoyed Chris Pratt's role in Guardians of the Galaxy, you will love this film. It comes with the slots for the standard Blu-ray and the 3D version. I don't have Jurassic World on Blu-ray yet, but when I do get around to picking up, they will be going into this set. At the back, it's got all 4 film posters, the logo posters, not the footage posters. So yeah, nice little set. Comes with tons of special features, behind the scenes stuff, making ofs, and a whole lot more. So I'm looking forward to rewatching the entire trilogy. And the other Blu-ray I got off my sister is Ted 2. Love the first film. I love anything by Seth MacFarlane, with the exception of A Million Ways to Die in the West, which I didn't really enjoy. But Ted 2, Ted was very enjoyable when it came out, so look forward to watching the sequel. The Blu-ray exclusives, some little features and whatnot. Plus, it's got deleted scenes and a gag reel, so looking forward to checking that one out. The rest of the next 6 were all off my parents for Christmas. The first title is a Disney film that I've been looking forward to checking out since it came out. I never got around to seeing it in the cinemas over the summer, and I was Inside Out. I've heard this is absolutely fantastic. It did look brilliant from the trailers and the little clips I've seen here and there, and you can't go wrong with Disney Pixar. Got some good special features as well. Little featurettes, short film, like one of the Disney shorts, audio commentaries, and stuff like that. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, Disney Blu-rays don't come with the Disney Movie Reward codes anymore, which is a shame, as I do like collecting Disney Reward points. But definitely looking forward to checking this one out. And the next film is a Marvel film, and Marvel films close to my. I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Absolutely love each film. This one is a character I knew very little about when it was announced, but it looked great from the trailers, and that is Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man, Paul Rudd starring in the title role, Michael Douglas, Evangeline Lilly, is it? I believe it is. Could be wrong. Yeah, Evangeline Lilly. Basically, the premise of Ant-Man, at least in this take, is Paul Rudd plays Scott Lang, who's the second Ant-Man in the comics. Michael Douglas's character Hank Pym is widely considered Ant-Man for most of the Marvel universe, and Scott Lang is basically a convict who's trying to change his life and is sought out by Hank Pym to steal the Ant-Man technology. Special features comes with a couple of featurettes, deleted and extended scenes, commentary with director Peyton Reed and Paul Rudd, and a gag reel. I'm assuming there'll be a stinger for the next film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'll get into that in a bit. So yeah, Ant-Man, looking forward to checking that one out. Next 2 titles are both wrestling related, and as if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know I'm a big wrestling fan. This first wrestling title is a source of a bit of controversy because of the subject matter. When it was announced, a lot of fans were excited but equally unsure whether whether WWE would actually be able to pull it off. That is Heart of Gold, the Owen Hart story. It's not the full story for legal reasons. It's just a short take. I think it's only around an hour and 10 minutes long. But it's basically a short documentary about Owen Hart as my little dog starts trickling around the floor. I was a big Owen Hart fan back in the day. It was one of the first times I ever felt hit by a wrestling passion when Owen sadly died in 1999 during a pay-per-view event. But I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I've heard the documentary is good for how short it was. It's got a bunch of stories as well, which more than makes up for the short documentary time. Plus a load of matches, including the classic WrestleMania 10 match against Brother Brett. So yeah, Owen Hart, Heart of Gold. And the second one is another wrestler I'm a huge fan of. And I was beyond made up when he finally joined WWE back at the end of 2014. I didn't get the first set they put out on this. I'm still wanting to get that at some point. But I definitely wanted to get this because it's a documentary feature, and that is Sting Into the Light. Again, it's a short documentary, largely set around the time of Sting's debut with the company at Survivor Series in the run up to that. But it goes back through his career from his beginnings through to WCW. A bunch of matches, including matches against the likes of the Great Muta, Sting, Vader, Ric Flair, Ravishing Rick, Cactus Jack, and a lot more. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. The next one is actually a re-own. I did originally have this movie series on Blu-ray, but I did sell it when I heard they were bringing a new version out. It's a film series that I'm a big fan of. And that is the Back to the Future trilogy, this being the brand new 30th anniversary trilogy. Yeah, it comes with a brand new bonus disc full of new features. Includes a one-shot short film starring Christopher Lloyd back as Doc Brown, a documentary about the restoration of the DeLorean, brings back the 2009 9-part documentary from the original release. It also has 2 bonus episodes of the animated series, which I'm looking forward to checking out, as well as the features that were ported over from the original trilogy. It's a nice, thick Blu-ray case. There's all the films there. You've got Back to the Future, Shot, Back to the Future, Back to the Future 2, Back to the Future 3, and then the DeLorean on the bonus disc. It also comes with a nice slipcover, same artwork. So yeah, you can actually pick this up for dirt cheap. I think, if I'm right in saying, Amazon and HMV have this for about £13, which is an absolute steal if you don't already own the Back to the Future films on Blu-ray. So yeah, that's almost all of it. The last title off my parents' died off Christmas is actually something I picked out myself. I knew I was getting this because myself and my mother were actually having a shopping day at the back end of last month. Just went out for the day. Me and my mum don't really get a chance to go out much, mostly because I'm working, she's working. But she had part of my job. We done a charity thing called Christmas Jumper Day the weekend before Christmas, and she'd actually bought me a Christmas jumper at the club store of my favourite soccer team, Everton. Uh, Unfortunately, it didn't fit me. I did have some Christmas t-shirts, so I had that as backup. So while we were out shopping, she had the store credit, and I basically went out and picked out a few bits. Got a new baseball cap, some gloves, and some other little bits. But one of the things I picked out was the season review for last season, 2014-2015. It's the only one of the club season review DVDs that I didn't have. I've been trying to get it for a while now, so I got this. It wasn't the best season for Everton last season. Basically, the European run in the Europa League saved the season, but it was still good looking back at it. So yeah, and then the last three titles here are titles I picked up with an Amazon gift voucher that I got for Christmas. The first title is a DVD. It's a rebuy for me, but in a new format. And that is the brilliant Never Sleep Again documentary about the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I did have this on a Blu-ray imported from Germany, but I wasn't a fan of the actual transfer of this documentary on that format, and it did cut off a few of the special features. So seeing this was £6 on Amazon. I've seen it for around the same price in HMV. So wanted to get it mainly for a better transfer of the documentary. Plus it's got the special features that were missing. So I will be rewatching this at some point. The next two are Blind by Blurays. The first one is a trauma film, and trauma films, the cheesy, the gory, the fun. I've got all four Toxic Avenger films, three of them on Blu-ray now. I actually did sell my Blu-ray copy of the first Toxic Avenger film as the 21st anniversary edition DVD, so I'm keeping that for now. And I had Class of Nukem High, which I really enjoyed watching during October. So I was umming and ahhing about this one, but I thought I'd give it a shot. If I don't like it, I can get my money back on it. And that is Romeo and Juliet. It's a film from 1996. It's a more gorier, cheesier take on the Romeo and Juliet story. It's actually the original artwork for it. I did take out the new artwork, which is just in there, if you can just about make it out. Like I said, it's a trauma film. I love anything trauma put out. So looking forward to checking this out. It doesn't come with too many special features. Snap the case back together. Comes with audio commentaries, deleted scenes. Actually comes with rehearsal footage which you don't tend to see on these types of films, and the trailer. And it was actually co-written by James Gunn. And if you're a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy, then you know what you're gonna expect from this. So yeah, Romeo and Juliet. Looking forward to checking that one out. And the other blind buy is from the Slasher Classics Collection line of Blu-rays, released by 88 Films. And this is another complete blind buy. I've sort of I've seen this talked about. I've been wanting to check it out for a while. This was released back in 1984, so same year as Nightmare on Elm Street. As a cash in of the slasher film craze that started with Friday the 13th, and I was Splatter University. And again, I have flipped the cover art to the original artwork. I'm not. You can just see the original cover, the new release cover. I'm not too big on this cover, to be honest. I prefer when I get these sets with reversible covers, I like to put the original artwork. But as far as special features go, there's a bonus film called What Really Frightens You by the director of this, Richard W. Haynes. It's got a restored soundtrack, an audio commentary with Haynes, an interview with slasher expert Justin Carswell, a gallery of stills from the film, trailer, TV spots, and a trailer reel for all 88 Films releases. So yeah, Splatter University. I love slasher films, so definitely looking forward to checking this one out. And the last thing I'm going to show you here is the comics that I got for Christmas. The first two I'm going to show you are comics that I actually bought myself. I had a voucher for Forbidden Planet. I got a couple of collectible figures, but I'm not going to show you them. I'm just sticking to Blu-rays and comic books for this update. And the first of the two I picked up is actually a single issue comic. It's kind of spoiled from what I showed you before, but it's Back to the Future #1 by IDW. I did see this. This was £3.15, so a little bit pricey for a single issue comic, but I did see this on the shelves. They had issue 3 there as well, but they didn't have issue 2, otherwise I would have picked all 3 up at the same time. But I'm going to check this issue out. If I like it, I'm going to get the other issues and carry on with this series. So, Back to the Future. And the other title I picked up was a graphic novel. It's a Batman one. That is Batman versus Bane. And as you can see, it only cost me £5, which is an absolute steal. It's basically a compilation of battles between Batman and Bane from 2 different comic series, Vengeance of Bane and Bane of the Demon. I love Batman's one of my favourite superheroes of all time. I love anything to do with the Dark Knight, so look forward to checking this one out. The next three were again presents off my mum and dad for Christmas. The first one that I've already read through, really enjoyed it. That is Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. It's an absolute gore fest of a comic. Basically, Deadpool goes mad and completely decimates every member of the Marvel Universe, hero or villain, in some of the goriest ways imaginable. Among the characters he slays, Spider-Man, Iron Man. He actually takes out the entire Avengers team in one go, which is incredible. It's highly enjoyable. It's not safe for kids. If you've got kids who like comics, do not get them this comic. It is so violent. The second one, which I hinted to when I showed the Iron Man Blu-ray, the next big Marvel film to come out is Captain America's Civil War, which comes out, I believe, middle May. Could be wrong. But I wanted to check out the graphic novel that's inspired the film. So I got Civil War. This is a collection of the 7-issue series of Civil War. It looks a really good read just from flicking through. It's not completely taken from the Captain America film, but it will feature some elements from it, so I'm looking forward to reading this first before I go and see the film and checking it out. And the last one I got purely for the comedic value of it, and that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters crossover. This was, I'm not sure how many issues this was, but just the fact that it's two franchises again that I grew up on as a kid coming together for one story just blows my mind. There's another Ghostbusters themed crossover graphic novel that I'm looking to check out. Actually, they get the first issue of, which is the Ghostbusters Get Real graphic novel, which is a crossover between the Ghostbusters of this universe that ends up crossing over with the Turtles and the real Ghostbusters cartoon. Loved the first issue of it just for how corny it was. So I can't wait to get the complete collection in one novel. And the last one was part of the present of my sister. And of course, the other big superhero film of this year, which is only a couple of months away, is Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice. And I'd seen this on Amazon, stuck it on my wish list, and lo and behold, I did get it. That is Batman vs Superman, Their Greatest Battles. And it's just basically a collection from various DC comics which feature the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel in a head-to-head conflict. It's got the battle from Batman 612 from 2003, One Night in Gotham City from Man of Steel number 3 in 1986, Who Would Win from Superman Batman number 78 from 2011, Justice League Part 2 from Justice League number 2 in 2011, Batman Endgame Parts 1 and 2 from issues 35 and 36 of the 2014 Batman, and The Dark Knight Falls from Dark Knight number 4 from 1986. So, as I knock my mic over, so a range of Batman vs Superman stories, and that brings to the end this update. Thank you for watching. I will be trying to make more videos this year if I can, if and when time allows. So keep tuning to the channel, like, share, subscribe, check out all the other videos. Until then, this is Steve from Steve's Media saying goodbye.